no sight. I am Niyobayo Odunjo, a student of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, studying animal nutrition 300 level. I really want to appreciate you for your support before, during, and after the election as the president of this National Union of Graduate Students. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm really grateful. Here I am before you, addressing you on a very crucial and vital issue. I call it the need for unity in Ikoya. So before I go to the point, I would like to quickly tell us all about a biblical story. This story is something that I believe some of us are very familiar with, while some of us might not have heard about it before. Now, this biblical story is about the men of old. Once upon a time, men were in one accord, men have the same language, men speak the same thing. No, there was not really any difference between languages. There's nothing like Urobo, there's nothing like Ikale, there's nothing like Ijo and all the languages we see today. So what we used to have is our people saying the same thing. So because of this unity and language is that men speak at the same time, so they proposed in their heart one day, and they said, let's come together, let's build a tower that will get to heaven. So they proposed this, and it's funny, they started building. They will call for bricks, somebody will bring the bricks. Before the first person gets to the utmost part, another person will call for stones, they will bring it, and the work was going smoothly and fine. So along the line, even God himself was like, wow, this is great. So God was saying that this thing these men have conceived in their mind to do, nothing will stop them. Even him cannot stop them. But there is a way he can stop them, and the only thing that God can do to stop them and to shatter this agenda is to bring about disunity among them. So this disunity is what God achieved through changing their language. So men couldn't understand the language of each other again. So one have to be saying, bring blocks, and they are bringing stones. When they call for stones, they are bringing water. When they call for water, they are bringing bricks. So it becomes a very big deal and a very big issues in the land. But because of it, they couldn't continue the project. So everybody have to just scatter, and that's how the plan got shattered. Now the same thing is applicable to our land these days. I am very sure that most of us, if not all, we are aware of the looming disunity in our community. The disunity between churches and the community, disunity between quarters and quarters, street to street, even fathers to mothers, and all of that. So it has become a very serious issue in our land, and it's actually bringing a retrogression to our community. Now, what should we do as a student? Some people have suggested that we call a kind of reconciliation move and bring people together, then we now settle the quarrel. But believe me, if you are going to do that, well, it might be something that will work out, but I doubt it. The reason I said I doubt it is I was still young some times ago, when I remember my dad and some other people bring out this kind of reconciliation move, and it led to nothing. I remember I heard about some of the indigenes of this community who are legal practitioners trying to settle these quarrels and bring unity, but yet they couldn't achieve this. So what should we just put our hands and be going like this? Is this how we are going to be looking? Now, what should we do as a student? I won't say we should call for reconciliation move, as it might at the same time become something that will not work out and we will be frustrated. So instead of doing that, I want to suggest some very key key resolutions or key solutions to this thing we are discussing about. Now, the first one I will say is that we should all see ourselves as brother. If I see you as your brother and you see me as if I see you as my brother and you see me as your brother, then there is a way that we will flow together, we will talk, we will relate. Even if my daddy say I should not go to your house, I will still want to go because I see you as my brother. There's no way I can just say you are not mine and I will just cast you away. No, it's not possible. So let's see ourselves as brother wherever we are. So another key thing is that we should learn to render help when needed, because I noticed a lot of people, because of the challenges and the situation of things on ground. I had many people saying, this person is from a Obolo family, I cannot give him job. This person is from this, somebody wants to come and write exam in your place and you are saying, this person is from a better family, I cannot accommodate her. It's uncalled for and it's really bringing issues to us. Please, let's see ourselves as brother, so, and let's render help when necessary. Another thing I would like to say is that we should all learn to try to convince our parents. Let's convince them and let them know that these things we are fighting for is not really worth it. If you are fighting for land, that means you are saying that you want to secure a land for me. How are they saying that we are not going to be rich and get our land? How much is land? In fact, if we are rich, we can get land anywhere we want it. We can get land in this same Ikoya. We can get land in Lagos, land there in Abuja, land anywhere. We can get it anywhere. So let's have this kind of right mindset and let's convince our parents they should not bother fighting for us and killing each other because of this. Of course, our father who is around age 70, 80 and 90, they are not really fighting for themselves. Their mindset is that they are fighting for us, but we should try to convince them that this conflict is not really about us, because a time is coming that we have to leave all of these land issues and move on. So I won't like to bother you much about much word, but I believe that the key in this word has been communicated. Thank you very much. I love you. Aluta continua Victoria Axata. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Much love.